tata aibasi ka ikpa nkata maka na ogbasana bụ this politics ogbasana aibasi ka iti ọnụ onwe ya na nọ na online today ọ bụkwa ezigbote mmadụ wee mala amari na Delta North asị nke unu na-akene ka ọ gwa unu afọ agwakwa unu bụ osi bịa na Delta North biko ka ikene ndị bai
biko ịmanụwa dị abụọ
wee dị abụọ
honorable no be
honorable no
Mr. Henry no sikwa ibe so ka I know from honorable biko na nna ka ebo biko honorable gwande enueni afai kwa ama ebe ise bịa ọ ga-adịrị ya honorable daalụ
a ga-ebido juma ya ajụjụ Mr. Henry because honorable no online but I don't know kwa ife okwu so I basi ka biko ka juke this ajụjụ because of ife aya ahụ si na internet na ife videos aya wa gosisi ai achọ ka mari ife di onwe ni dike competition dị between Ifeanyi Okowa and Ned Nwoko nke anyị nwaanyị dị marine abasi ka jụa as a politician onwe anything dike competition dị na agbata nwe na abi biko ka imeke ka mari.
So if I go further to answer your questions, I won't say that there is the word competition or if they are competing on anything. Yeah, I think they are not competing, they are contesting one position. And which I believe is not sacrosanct to one person, is for everybody, you know. And so I say because I'm sorry, I use English, I use Igbo because I'm Bunde. So I say that probably na wanna be because one way if one has of a truth, one has of position, you know, and the position, well, it's very glaring. What's not two elephants in Ogo? Nega free was in Ogo. It's very glaring. Ned is a strong man politically. Okowa, of course, top notch politically. But the truth of the matter is that both of them are our true sons, and we can't. I'm a two phone calls or wedding calls. I'm a wedding calls or two phone calls. But the truth of the matter, if you're not a dem, and currently, I think the Delta North has made their choice. So, Dalono.
I got that, Dalo. Biko eweniwe honorable Henry eweniwe ndị Enueni si ka anyị jụkai ka imeke anyị mmanya maka na Ned na Okowa wamali and ka o si wee dị Ned nwe ụmụazụ nke Okowa nwe ụmụazụ nke wa mana ndị egwu be anyị asị na nwene na nwene adị eri nri wasị wa mụnye ukpe nwana bụbu nwene waba na asị na ife Okowa si wo bolozia na ya bụ onye winini and na Ned nete lụọ ọlụ na ata afụfụ gbasinyarị Anioma State creation wabe na asị bụ ndị Enueni niile na kịta afụ Okowa bụzi number 1 jeko the house na ogelufu ike ibufu dị ibu Ned na-etebu ka ọ bụ ka ọ kụnyazi wọ na anya manụzonu Anioma creation ka kesi wee fụa.
Okay, to me, if it's a genuine cause, I want to believe that Okowa is a progressive man. You understand, he's a progressive man, and you check the antecedents. You understand that somebody anything Anioma the Amma. So I am myself because of one person that champion on the state creation, Anioma State creation, and I seen probably now the other one normal support. So if the pro benefit of every Anioma, you understand, but if Okowa should come on board and still continue on that fight, which I believe I understand this person. I know he has the capacity. I know his pedigree. You understand? And he's not a first timer in the Senate, in the red chamber. You understand? So I believe if every parameters, everything that needs to be in place. And if it's a general opinion, if it's a general quest that this is a normal creation and is glued to it, I want to believe pushing from where Ned stopped is not a big issue as far as I'm concerned. I know he has the capacity if the template is clear. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Henry, asụkwa nke m jụọ maka ndị baya sị na onye nwata ajụ ajụjụ na ọ dị-efu ụzọ and ife onye dịdị mmadụ na ọjụa onwe m na-elo now na ife niile agani na internet because afọwezi abịa na agazi too much na internet mgbe ebupụchasị wee mee nke na wee mee n'ọnwa abịa m na-ajụ nke bụ ife ndị o mesi na Delta steeti ụlọ ndị o wechesi na Delta steeti o ji bụ now n'ọnọdụkwa active ọ bụ maka na-ahụwa n'anya azini ya bụ Ifeanyi Okowa nye na ọ bụ politics or individual opinion oke Ned kenka like o Ifeanyi kenka like kika ihu ikwuni as a politician na this matter.
Well, it's quite clear that Okowa has made his mark in the Delta State politics. And I keep on telling people that you can't actually discuss Delta State developmental wise currently without ascribing 80% to our former governor, Senator Actor Dr. Okowa. You understand? And so I will always tell you for free. And as a person, I've stayed in Asaba for 20-something years now. I knew when other governors came in, and I knew too well when Okowa came in. The face of Asaba you're seeing, the face of Delta States we're seeing today, personally, I will applaud Okowa for it. He did well as a governor when in terms of road network. I think he touched every nooks and crannies, though some areas were not touched, you understand. But the one he did, I think Okowa in the health sector, he did marvelously well. The Asaba specialist now is top notch. You understand? It comes to education. You see schools built by him. You know, like Asaba Technical College and all that is there. You understand? Things to see. When you go to Asaba, inside Asaba, you see the road networks, all the feeder roads being tied by him. So, and even across the Asaba, other local government and other geopolitical zones across the state, you understand that he touched every aspect. And it's this kind of person that I'm not close to him, but from other people's testimony and things I've seen, I noticed that he has these human feelings. Okowa built relationship over time. Okowa is this man that if Okowa meets you, you won't remain the same again. I will also tell you that Okowa as a governor, while he was there, he tried to carry everybody along. You understand? He has groomed men. So you cannot actually equate Okowa currently to any other person in Delta State politically. So that is exactly what I want to my own little contribution. But he has done well. The face of Delta State today, I think 60% should be tied to Okowa glory. Thank you.
Okay, if you could now, I'm picking now. Then I gonna ekwu now about Asaba. Asaba bụ state capital of Delta State. I am ekwu now. What of other villages? All that now, some people when they hospital, some people when they good environment for learning, like school children. Good road, like in that Delta North, that side, road from some villages to Asaba is nothing to write about. Then, if you have one now, that in terms of Iluolu in the Delta State, that no Okowa ka Ned Nwoko, ndị baya say na we vote to somebody according to good work oyo na eloge if omo mege na the community. So if you are going now that no Okowa now, bụ onye ka m ife karịa Ned Nwoko, ya ka ndị mmadụ ji vote ene. Ọbịa bụ ife ya gwa m biko kọwata na anyị.
Okay, well, like I keep saying, when it comes to leadership statistics, as a politician, I want to compare Okowa and Ned personally as a person, what I have calibrated about them is this: Okowa is reachable, accessible. Ned to me is not reachable, is not accessible. The truth of the matter is that if someone is accessible, is approachable, is reachable, and the other person is the other way around, I think the person who is accessible, who is approachable, you understand now, will take the lead in whatever contest they have. Because nobody wants to see a tyrant. Nobody wants to associate himself with somebody who has these bottleneck instructions. You understand? Don't come close to me. Okowa has integrity. You understand? He has integrity when you want to, when you have to analyze his person. He has this integrity that he's accessible, he's approachable, he has this listening ears. You understand, to everything. So comparing both of them is like I don't know. The handwriting is boldly written on the wall. That's exactly what I want to say. So you cannot see it from the attitude people disposed during even the last concluded primaries. You understand that you'll be able to dictate who is the lion in the jungle. So I don't want to stand here to condemn anybody, but I think it's glaring. It's glaring. Okowa is doing well. He has done well. And in the other way around, you made mention of Okowa trying to see the other side of his administration while he was in office. Yes, of the truth. Last time in this platform, we actually had something like this where I was granting an interview to talk about the deplorable state of Okaraezi Ebu Road in Oshimile North Delta State, and a whole lot played. Even the protest was so coordinated, was successful. Which promises, like I gave a kind of feedback to you guys, promises were made up till now. They have not done anything, and this is rainy season. Is too bad now. But the truth of the matter is that Okowa didn't come to my side. Even as a person, I wouldn't have supported him. That's me. He didn't do anything my side. He didn't do anything my side. But I won't say because he didn't do anything my side that he didn't do in other places. I think Okowa did well.
God bless you,
Ned.
sir.
Ned as a senator. I want to say something. Ned as a senator, I think it's just a name. Me personally, I've not seen anything on ground. That is it. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. You know that we are Voice of Enweni TV. As you are talking, so a lot of our fans they send the message. Wase kanye jokadai. Makanin online now. Wase kanye juai. Maọbụ na Okowa onye ọbụla na-asịwa Okowa na ọ bụ na onwe ka o si baa na dị senate na ọ ga-elu ike ijisi ike na ife Ned afụfụ Ned ịtaga ọ ga-elu ike ịkontinu n'ime ọ bụrụ ndị oyibo na ọ ga-elu ike imemeni adịwa na asị na ndị Enweni sendịrị anyị meseji na sị anyị ka anyị jụọ ahịa maka na spirit Okowa na ọ ga-elu ike ịwork with all this ndị South City ka ọ bụ South ka ọ ga-asị ka Anioma dị so ya kwa asị ka ajụ ka esi fụa ka ịtụnyalụ ọnụ na one of online na chat anyị.
Okay, the issue of Anioma creation is not now. The whole idea, I think, was bettered years back. Average Delta Igbo person knows that Nayabu Anioma. Most of us are school in the East. We know that one too well. A typical Igbo person in Delta, that is anyone a person, you understand, so to say, or a car person, or undercar person should be able to know that Nigeria this 100% affiliation with the East. So you talking about probably bringing some parts from the East, like Olu axis, to join the normal, probably taking our headquarters to or capital to this. I think is a legal error. You understand? As a person, is a big error. We don't speak the same language. One, our cultures are not the same thing. Yes, we understand when they speak, them understand when we speak. You understand now? But most importantly is that our normal people, we understand them more than they will align with us. You understand? And the issue of Ned bringing up this project, and at the end of the day, probably anything can happen because Red Chamber is not a permanent home. you know, and it's not something that you say that you are fighting a project, and at the end of the day you could not make it before your time elapsed, that project will not fly. This is where me as a person, this is where I see leadership at work. This is where I see maturity. If Ned is telling us, the Anioma people, that his life, he has sacrificed enough. I think he should swallow pride and transfer that template to Kowa. You understand, and say, this is my fight. Just like, for example, when Ojukwu died, or when Ojukwu was about to die, I think Ojukwu was able to release some vital information, some secrets to persons like B and some of his associates, proxy then. So, and you see them, that is the template they are. Most of them, if you check it in total, you understand that that is exactly what they are building up now. So, if Ned should be able to swallow pride and embrace this relationship with Okowa and said, okay, for true, my brother, we actually contested normal, they are in line with this thing. Please don't disappoint me on this. I accept my defeat. I accept that it's progressive. I accept that it's not a do or die affair. You understand? But this particular any idea you want, any support you want from me, I can give it to you, so long as. And we're talking about relationship. We're talking about negotiation. Is first negotiation skill is very high, which I know as a person. So if the project is worthwhile, if the entire Anioma nation has said, okay, this is what we want, and every statutory document is in place, and all the kings are in line with it, and all the House of Assembly members are in line with it, and all quarters, stakeholders have actually agreed. You understand? I think the Anioma creation bill has passed the first stage and the second stage. You understand? So I believe the guy has done well. It's just for all of us to rally around Okowa and say, this particular project is what we want from you. And I believe Okowa can navigate his way, you understand, and get what he wants in the Senate. Thank you.
Okay. Daluso, dịka my partner si gwa anyị, message abịa sị ajụjụ wee si ka anyị jụọ anyị. O message bashakitani. I hụ some videos anyị hụ na internet where Okowa na-ekwu gbasara this Anioma State creation. The way nsi hụ a, ọ dị ka ọ like the state capital jeme na south east, ọ like ka ọ nọ na south south, and ya na onwe n'ebe ọ bịa na-ekwu ife gbasara bịa na achị Ned as Igbo senator. So mụ na onwe nchi iju now, ọ dị ka the ideology of Ned be different from Okowa. Mbịa na-ekwu now, see, okay, now you as a politician, you did the game very
as
well.
An honorable.
So which person ideology can you know when you guys say that, okay, not that work only for we the Enuani people,
the Aniomas,
the Anioma people, which person ideology obunke Ned kobunke Okowa?
Okay, I think it's all a name. It's that nomenclature. You understand? That nomenclature, south or southeast. It's just a nomenclature. If we find ourselves in the south, I think it's good. If we find ourselves in the southeast, I think it's good. But this thing has some political undertone, in the sense that when we are talking about political equation, I think the federal government wants to balance the numbers in the southeast to be able to get like probably 6 here and 6 here. So it's not Ned thing, it's not Okowa thing. That is why I said this call for negotiation. Let them come together. Let B should be able to tell A that this is the reason why I want this thing like this, and A should be able to tell B this is the reason why I want this to be. You understand? So this, both of them must shift ground and convince us, you understand, that this is the reason why I said it should be in the east, but now this is the reason why I say it should be in the south. You understand? I want to believe everything tied down to understanding. Let them come together, let them harmonize whatever idea they have or whatever motive behind the project, because Anioma creation is a project. You understand? So let's see how the reason why Okowa is telling us that he's better off being in South South. Let's see how Ned is telling us he's better off in Southeast. I think that question remains unanswered to the entire Anioma citizen. So we need to know. They need to explain better. They are the one proposing. They've not actually made any open broadcast on the idea behind why they feel that South South will be better off there or Southeast will be better off there. Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir. Ọ ga-adịrị ihe mma ị ga-adị. Wasị na ọ bụ na asọ isi awọ ka mmadụ ji amala ife. Na Chukwu bụ onye na-enye amamife. Ọ ga-adịrị ihe mma. Anyị sị ka anyị jụọ anyị bụ ndị Voice of Enueni television. Kika ị ga-elu ike ịgwa ndị Enueni niile na-ekiri anyị. Ị ga-elu ike ibit ndị oyibo asị beat your chest na with Okowa na anyị ga-enwe ha Anioma State. Ị ga-elu ike inyewe assurance siwa na with Okowa na ị ga-enwe ike inwe ha Anioma State so that na ga-elo ha ihu ine ịma na you are a star wa ga-ejido responsible n'okwu ikwu dade na Okowa ga-elu ike lead anyị as our Moses. God bless you. Ga-elu ike ịgwa ndị Anioma niile.
Okay, like I said earlier on, Okowa has the capacity. Okay. Only that capacity. You understand? Only that capacity. When I mean, he can play it down to the red chambers. He knows how to negotiate. You understand?
Okay.
He's a lobby. You understand? So if Anioma Creation is in his manifesto for the people of Anioma Nation, I think Okowa has everything to achieve that. You understand? Then, but that is his person. But I'm a human being, so I can't stand here now on this broadcast now. Basketball on I get beat my chest to vouch for Okowa that is good. I don't know if Anioma Creation is in his agenda or Amahomo. You understand? Okay. So on that soon that give me at the end of the day, so I'm not the danger, but open all the agenda of Okowa as one of the things Sibuejiko Senate not finalizing it, whatever thing that surrounds Anioma Creation. I think Okowa has all it takes. You understand? I can go to bed and sleep that if that is to be in his agenda, Okowa is going to do it. I have that confidence in him. I know he's kind of person. So that is the only thing I want to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Oh, fancy cam dry. Amana mbo internet deceive anyị ka ọ bụ eziokwu ịma na Okowa ji asị that no bụ onye Ika no bụ na onye Igbo na Amanikaman I am not an Igbo man but mụ na n'anya his name is Ifeanyi Okowa then Anikaman na asị no bụ onye Igbo no bụ onye Amanikaman so achọrọ m ịjụ now you as a politician Becky Kasi, if you said you are not Igbo, you are Ika. Ika is it not part of us? Bekwesibia, Abia wenenu kobo anowenani. I don't understand. So actually, Marini, Bendi Kasi, they are both say that they are not a Manika man. I am not an Igbo man.
Okay, well, I won't say anything on the reason why he actually denied his identity because that is how I want to comment. Ifeanyi is not an Yoruba name. Ifeanyi is not an Hausa name. Ifeanyi Chukwu is an Igbo name. You understand? And Agbo is not from Yoruba. It's not from Hausa. It's from Delta. And in Delta State, we have, let me say, two. We know people that was in the riverine area. There is a Warrior Aziks, and we have the Enuani. You understand? We have the Aniomas, the Enuani. You understand? Ranging from Ndokwa nations to Ikan nations. That make up Enuani. And the word Enuani or Anioma is not an Yoruba name. It's not an Hausa name. Anioma about Asutu Enuani Basusu Igbo. So anybody who comes from whatever reason and said Nea Brunazi Onifenem, probably I don't know the discussion behind him saying that is not because you might judge him matter like this. You don't just jump into it. Maybe I'm the premises where things were coming, questions were coming, why he made mention of that. Yes, those days, even naturally, a typical Delta man or a normal person had a phone when I seen Igbo before. Probably that same mentality is still in him. Oyo say mad ni bo Igbo. I even Anioma now. I from this across Nigeria. If I have Igbo. But at the end of the day, we all speak Igbo. You understand? So I would say it's an error. You understand? In communication, probably we still don't know where we are and where we're coming from. Thank you.
Ga-adịrị ya mma. Ị ga-adị ka esi wee bịa ka esi wee were oge wee nye anyị tata. Ife ma iji akpọ ndị across the river ndị Igbo bụ na ọ bụ because of that war 104. Majority ndị maisi the history mesi ndị mmadụ wee mai maka ka aya ya erikwewe ma waji asị na abụzi na ndị Igbo mana later ka wa correct is the this thing. Biko kenele anyị ndị na-ekiri ini ndị bụ ndị Enueni gwawa afọ anyị na be ese bịa ọzọ maka na onwe ndị ga-abụfụ na kịta kwa ọnụ dia telivishọn wa na-ekiri ka ịgwawa be ese bịa na afọ anyị daalụ ka ikene ndị Enueni.
Okay, ndị be anyị daalụ nụ. Afa m again bụ Comrade Henry Mojume Ụmụnna, the Okala Youth President General, Okala Youth Council President General. I want to say that I'm very happy being here. You know, this is my second time of being on the Voice of Enuani, television, to discuss things that affect our people directly. So, and my son, my sister, my brother here. I want to say thank you guys for job well done and what you guys are doing. More grace, man. More grace, sir.